The thermal evaporation plant is a multi-block consisting of a minimum number of 41 blocks and is used to produce two liquids, brine and liquid lithium. This plant exists in two versions, simple and advanced. First, I'll show you a simple version with a base height of 3 blocks, but you can have up to 18. So prepare 37 thermal evaporation blocks, 3 thermal evaporation valves, and 1 thermal evaporation controller. First, we will build everything using thermal evaporation blocks, and we will start by building the bottom part with the size of 4 by 4 blocks. Now we need to build walls. Finally, we will place the thermal evaporation controller, with which we will be able to manage the plant, and the thermal evaporation valves for the import and export of fluids or thermal energy. This redstone effect will finally confirm that you have successfully built the building. It's also good to know that there must always be only one controller in the plant, but you can have as many valves as needed. However, it is not possible to place valves in the corners of the building and in the ground blocks. You also can't place the controller on the ground floor, but you can place it anywhere except the corner blocks on the second floor of the plant. Let's now take a look at controlling the device using the controller. This is the bar for the fluid that will be processed. Next to it, there are 2 slots, one above the other, where we can insert a bucket with liquid into the upper one, which will pour into the tank, and an empty bucket will then appear in the lower slot. On the other side is a tank with the resulting liquid that will be produced by the device. To the left of it there are slots for buckets again, but this time the top slot is for an empty one, and below it, a filled one appears. In the middle part, you will find a kind of display that shows you information about the height of the device, the temperature, which you can switch on the bottom left, and finally production, which indicates the amount of liquid produced, in millibuckets, per game tick. Then you can see a bar under the display that shows you how far you are from the maximum temperature of the device. In order to start producing something, several things will be needed. First, the plant must reach over 300 K. The more degrees the plant has, the faster the production will be. However, the speed of production can also be increased by increasing the height of this plant. An increase in temperature can be achieved in 2 ways. The first is to build the plant in one of the warm biomes, or in the nether. Suitable biomes include the desert, savanna, jungle, and badlands. Nevertheless, the temperature and speed of production will not be too high. The second method of increasing the temperature is more effective, using resistive heater blocks, which we connect to our plant using basic thermodynamic conductors. However, they work on Fa energy, so we will also provide them somehow. In this video, we do this with advanced solar generators, and to increase the temperature we use 2 basic thermodynamic conductors which now give us a lot of heat. If we want to produce brine now, we will prepare for water supply. We will use electric pump and basic mechanical pipes for this. So now the water is also supplied, and we can see that brine has already started to be produced. We probably won't want to collect the fluid with buckets for a long time, so let's prepare more basic mechanical pipes, a basic fluid tank, and also the very important configurator tool. So let's connect the pipes to the fluid tank, and now, to make everything work, we will use the configurator to configure the end of the pipe so that it is set to pull mode. So now the fluid tank is filled with brine, and we can rush to the advanced version of this plant. Compared to the simple version, it is self-sufficient in terms of heat and is also very powerful. However, this is a small upgrade of the simple version using advanced solar generators. We simply replace the upper corners of the plant with these generators, which can be up to 4 in total, and we're done. In order to get an overview of how efficiently the device produces its own heat, we will disconnect the auxiliary resistive heaters. Thanks for watching. If the video helped you, give us a like and subscribe.